Well, it's great to catch up with the captain and vice-captain of the senior Interleague team for the MPNFL as they take on the Ovens and Murray League on the weekend at Rosebud. Byron Barry is the captain, and it's his 8th appearance. He just loves playing Interleague footy. Why do you love playing Interleague footy, Byron?
It's a good chance to play with, blokes that you wouldn't usually play with, and they're usually pretty bloody talented. So it's nice to be around some boys that can use the footy really well, and it gives you a bit of an insight as to how some other guys go about it too. And it's also really good to, what I've found playing it, you go back to your local club and then you play on these guys or against them, and you get to go in afterwards and have a beer and have a chat and have a laugh about it, and you wouldn't create those relationships if you didn't play.
Do you think you've become a better player playing them too?
Oh, for sure.
Do you think it's a little bit like playing finals footy?
Yes and no. The quality of the game definitely goes up, but it's a little bit different, playing finals footy when you played with the same group of guys for you've been training together for a good 10 months at that stage. There's something different about playing that and playing in this. There's some other advantages to playing Interleague that you don't get in finals, and then there's some disadvantages. As I said, you play with a bunch of guys that you don't really know that well, and you don't have much of a chance to get to know them. But it's it's just different. It's like I said, the quality's better, but it's just a little bit different.
Shane, your vice-captain, must be an honour for you.
Yeah, it is, first time. So this would be my 10th or 11th time now playing Interleague. So
really?
I always put my hand up when I can.
Why do you like it so much?
As Byron said, just to get to know a few boys that you've played on, and obviously the standard of footy is a lot better than local. So if there's any chance to put your hand up with a game like this, then I always do.
And the Ovens and Murray League, rich heritage, do you know much about them, or is it something that you don't need to worry too much about? You're just out there to play your game and the rest of the team are out there to play their game?
Yeah, I think that's a representative footy. You just go out there and everyone has their strengths, so just try and play to their strengths. We've played against, I'm pretty sure I played with Byron a couple of times against Ovens and Murray, and as I said to you earlier, I think we've won both times, or 3 times we've played them, so hopefully we can do it again this weekend.
And we've spoken before about the Rosebud ground advantage, a beautiful ground. Do you think that'll help?
Yeah, I think so. I think sort of us boys being around now and Rosebud being in the comp the last 2 years, I think we sort of know how to play that ground. So if we can get the ball inside, short 45 kicks and move it straight down the middle, quickest way home, and just some fast footy, we're going to be fast on the outside, then I think we'll go well. And
Byron, there's a lot of YCW boys in that team again. Why is that, you think?
I reckon it's because we put our hands up every year. We've had a strong side for a long time, and I reckon in the past the league's been able to rely upon us to say yes and to get down to train and really buy in, and I reckon it pays dividends because they seem to ask us again and again.
Shane, it's a bit disappointing that some players are calling it the buy. They're not saying it's Interleague week, that it means they're not buying in, that some were asked. And I'll be honest here, some didn't return calls to the coach, Chris Holcomb. How disappointing is that?
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, everyone's different.
Yes.
Players either are keen on it or they're not that keen on it. But for them to, just not answer the phones, not that great. But blokes that want to be here are in the side now, so it's good.
And do you like the colour of the jumper and the design of it?
Well, we've had some terrible ones over the years. There was a couple of blue ones and that we played in a couple of years ago, and there was a green one we played in the other year, so this one's definitely an upgrade. So
good on you, boys. Enjoy it. Should be a great day Saturday, and let's hope the MPNFL has a great day in all 3 grades, and we look forward to it. Thanks for joining us.
Get your GameFace on.